On this episode, the potatoes return, and this time, they're loaded.
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Jessica.
Today, we are continuing with our celebration of the 2 weeks of potatoes. As you may recall, in the last episode, we ate plain baked potatoes again for the first time since those 2 weeks, and things got a little emotional.
Yeah, I cried.
Thank you to everyone who's commented since that video has gone up. Seriously, the outpouring of love has been nothing short of spectacular. It blows my mind when I see those types of comments.
Yeah, we've had a lot of comments, so we're still going through all of them.
Yeah,
and
we have read them, I promise.
Yes, but we wanted to, so originally we were going to finish that video in a little bit different of a way.
More of a joke manner.
It was going to be silly. We were going to eat the potatoes. We were going to be like, oh, they're horrible when they're plain. And then we're going to be like, well, let's load them up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to load them with certain things, like do loaded baked potatoes. But we never got to that because we just got, it just went in a totally different direction, and we just kind of let it go in that direction, and it didn't feel like right to do it anymore.
Yeah,
at that point.
It felt like that video just needed to play out that way.
Yes.
And we didn't need to go and make it goofy. Like, it needed to be what it was.
But in the meantime, over the last week or so, we've been putting a lot of thought into what would we load our potatoes with if we were going to have a loaded baked potato.
So, here is what we came up with. In our 1 year after video, we showed you how to make potatoes in an air fryer. Today we are going to show you how to make them in an oven. Wait a second, what is this stupid music? Oh yeah, that's better potato making music. All right, first set your oven to 350. We also showed you in the last video how to clean and puncture your potatoes to make sure they don't explode, so please go ahead and do that as well. Once your oven is preheated, just go ahead and stick the potatoes right on the rack. After that, set your timer for 1 hour. Normal potato would take between an hour and 75 minutes depending on the size. May need even more time than that if they're really, really big. I chopped off the ends of an onion and peeled it, and of course, using my cut-resistant glove on my mandolin and the guard this time just to make it easier to get nice, even cuts on this onion. So I preheated the griddler to high, put the onions directly on. Won't need any oil, won't need any seasoning whatsoever. These onions will be perfect. I checked them after 5 minutes. They obviously weren't done. Put them on for another 5 and they were perfect. Just look at those grill marks. I wanted chili for my potatoes, so I whipped up a batch of chili. No, I am not showing you how to make this because that is coming in a later video. Once 60 minutes has passed, you can check your potatoes by inserting a sharp knife into them. If it goes in without resistance and comes out clean, you know that your potatoes are done.
So Brian prepared these lovely potatoes for us, and I'm gonna go ahead and load mine up. So the first thing I'm gonna use is our refried spicy pinto beans, which we did a recipe on a few weeks ago, and they will pair really good with potatoes, I think. I'm just gonna put a couple of scoops in there. They look so tasty. I think that should be pretty good to start with. Then I'm going to add these great caramelized red onions that Brian also grilled up in the griddler. And I was actually surprised when I first had these because I was like, you added something to these. They're not just onions that have been grilled. Like there's something else there. And he's like, no, they're just onions. So I'm gonna add those. And then you guys know that I always have to add queso to everything. If you follow us on Instagram, you can see that I keep putting queso on everything. So this is actually a plant-based queso from Good Foods. And we did a queso review back when our channel first started that had this queso, and it was on special buy at Aldi again a week or so ago. So I stocked up, and I just love this because it has a really nice kind of red pepper flavor to it. I think it just has a really good flavor. But if you do not have this queso or cannot find it, you can use any recipe. We have been meaning to try out a bunch of different recipes for queso, but we haven't gotten to it yet. But this one, like I said, this is the Good Foods one, my favorite. This is the Trader Joe's one. In the review we did, I was kind of lukewarm on it, but it's grown on me over time. So this would work just as well. Just make sure you heat it up so it kind of thins out a bit before you put it on the potato. And then my final thing is going to be, we've talked about this in another video, it's fire roasted tomato salsa from Trader Joe's. And it is one of the only salsas I've been able to find that is no salt added. So I'm going to add just a little bit of this on the top. And make it pretty. That looks actually quite delicious. This is going to be super tasty. So there you go. This is my loaded potato.
For my loaded baked potato, I decided to go a little bit of a different route. I am first going to add in this lovely chili. This is my chili. I like my chili. It's good chili. So I'm going to put this on my potato. Do a good old portion of that. Probably even a little more than that. And you know what, for good measure, more than that. Yeah. Get all nice and good. And then I have some of my super smoky hummus. Now, we made a video about this a while ago, and it is very, very delicious. Now, you may be wondering, why are you putting hummus onto chili? If you haven't done it yet, you don't know what you're missing. It is seriously awesome, and go try it. Especially when the hummus is like good and cold and the chili is good and hot and you get that nice little mixture between the two. Yeah, it works, trust me. So then we're just gonna go and put this on there. The smoky flavor lends itself really well to the chili as well, just because. Might add a little over there too, why not? Perfect. And then, nice little green onion on top. Just to kind of give it a little bit of extra flavor and a little bit of nice, cool looking greens. That's it. Straightforward, simple, chili, hummus, green onions. So that is it. Very simple indeed. Just our little loaded baked potatoes.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what your favorite toppings to put on potatoes are, because we have been racking our brains for what to put on there, and we would love some more ideas.
Yes, but I think we should just get into eating these right now.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead, eat your thing. I want you to. I want to see this.
You want to see this? All right, I'm gonna get a bite of everything in there. Let's see. I gotta get some onion, some queso, some salsa, and some refried beans and some potato. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be
a big bite. Go for it.
Mmm. Mmm. Hmm. Did you just drop some on the floor?
No.
Yeah.
The mic cable just fell on the floor though.
Cool.
That's good though.
Yeah.
I really like that.
I think the red onions are actually like the star for me, other than the queso, obviously.
Yeah. It's good. It's got a bit of spice to it as well. All right, I'm gonna try mine now. Let's see, get some of the hummus, get some of the chili, get some of the patata. Get a green onion on there too. Yeah. That is great. Man, that chili and the potato just go so well together. And then to add the hummus on top, it's nice and creamy and smoky. God dang, that's good.
As you can see, Peef is still doing the plain potato diet.
Yeah, Peef is just trying to lose a couple more ounces. I believe in a year he might be able to do it.
Yeah, he's been weighing himself, but he hasn't been seeing any movement.
Well, I think that this is a good time to close this out on. Nobody needs to see us eating some more.
Devour the entire thing. It's just amazing to me. Like, I guess I never thought I would be able to eat potatoes again. And so to try something like this where, you know, it has other stuff on it and it's super tasty.
Yeah.
It just reminds me how much I used to love potatoes. But I'm really glad that those 2 weeks did not ruin potatoes for me altogether.
Forever, just for a year.
Yeah, just for a year I had some trauma, but now I'm coming back around.
Yeah. Please subscribe if you have not done so already and click that bell right next to it. It'll allow you to get all of the notifications for whenever we post a new video. Keep sending us those comments. We really do enjoy them. And also find us on all of our social media platforms, but especially go for the Instagram because that is like Jessica's pride and joy right now. She keeps updating it constantly on the stories and and different photos and stuff. It's actually really cool. And
The thing I actually really like, sorry to interrupt
Go ahead.
I really like about Instagram is that you guys can send messages back and forth and I can watch some of your journeys and follow along and see photos that you guys share of what you guys are eating.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love it. I know that not everyone is like following a certain thing 100% or doing exactly the same thing, but that's what I really love because I like seeing what everyone's doing and everyone has such a different way to lose weight and get healthy. So I really like, you know, messaging back and forth with some of you guys, I've asked you guys questions and you ask us questions and it's just fun.
So yeah, if you go on Instagram and send messages, you're talking to Jessica. You ain't talking to me.
Yeah,
I'm
he
just
doesn't know
gonna
how to
let
get
you
in
know.
there.
It is what it is. But also check out the website, crocsinthekitchen.com, and read the blog posts that Jessica writes. She puts a lot of time and effort into that as well. But I think that's all I got.
I just want to eat my potato now.
All right, folks. We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen. Bye-bye.
Bye.